Good morning, students. Now, in this lecture, we'll talk about classification of computers. Here, we have in the last lecture, as you all know, we have finished with basics of computer, in which we have defined what is a computer. We have discussed about the block diagram of a computer. Also, we have discussed about the characteristic features of computers. Now, the next topic, according to our syllabus, is classification of computers. Here, you can see I have classified the computers on the basis of three categories. Classification on the basis of data handling, classification on the basis of size, and classification on the basis of functionality. So one by one, we'll have a look at each of the categories. First, we'll start with classification on the basis of data handling. That is the type of instructions being handled by a computer. According to this category, the computers are basically classified under three categories: analog computers, digital computers, and hybrid computers. To start with analog computers. Analog computers are designed to process analog data. Analog data is continuous data that changes continuously and cannot have discrete values. Different values नहीं आ सकती. It keeps on changing. Analog data का except से ये simple example है temperatures या speed of a vehicle. We can see that analog computers are used where we do not need exact values always, such as speed, temperature, pressure, and current, as I said. Analog computers directly accept the data from measuring devices without first converting them into numbers or codes. They measure the continuous changes in physical quantity and generally render output as a reading on dial or a scale. इसका example होता है analog computers का the speedometers being used in a vehicles or mercury thermometer that we usually use. So that is a category of analog computers. Analog signals पे जो काम करते हैं. Next is digital computer. Digital computers are the categories that we use. That is simple example is PCs that or laptops that we are using. They are digital devices. Digital की जब हम बात करते हैं तो means sine waves. Okay, square waves that we talk about. Okay, digital computer is designed to perform calculations and logical operations at high speed, first point, and they need highly accurate values. It accepts the raw data as input in the form of digits or binary numbers, that is zeros and one, and process it with programs stored in its memory. All modern computers, like as I said, my laptop I'm using, the desktops that we use in usually in colleges, including smartphones that we use in a day-to-day life, they are all the examples of digital computers. Now, next, we move on to the amalgamation of the two. That is, both these set of devices, analog and digital, have their advantages and disadvantages associated. तो दोनों को mix करके category of device बनाई गई और classification करा गया. That is hybrid. So hybrid computers, as you can see, has features of both analog and digital computers. It is fast like an analog computer and has memory accuracy like digital computers. It can process both continuous and discrete data. दोनों का है feature. Accepts analog signals, convert them into digital form before processing it. So it is widely used in specialized applications where both analog and digital data is processed. Example, a processor is used in petrol pumps that converts the measurements of fuel flow into quantity and price. Similarly, they are used in airplanes, hospitals, scientific applications, and so on. So by this, we have completed classification of computers on the basis of their data handling. That is the type of signals they use. Next is classification on the basis of size, as you can see on your screens. According to size, we can classify our computers into what is very popularly known as mini computer, microcomputer, supercomputer, mainframe computers. ये नाम आपने सुने होंगे, most of you. So that is the classification of computers on the basis of size. I start with supercomputers, the largest ever computers. Supercomputers are the biggest and the fastest computers. They are designed to process huge amount of data. Supercomputer can process trillions of instructions in a second, and it has thousands of interconnected processors into it, and hence they are very costly. Supercomputers are particularly used in scientific and engineering applications such as weather forecasting, scientific simulations, and nuclear energy power plants, as I told you before also in the last lecture. The first supercomputer was developed by Roger Cray in 1976. This is about world first computer, supercomputer I have given you. इंडिया का पहला supercomputer परम, developed by CDAC, team of CDAC Pune. Okay, characteristics of applications of supercomputer short में ये दिया हुआ है. Ability to decrypt your password to enhance protection, produces excellent results in animations, used for virtual testing in nuclear weapons, can study and understand climate patterns and weather forecasting, helps in designing flight simulators for pilots, helps in extracting useful information from data storage centers or cloud systems, plays a vital role in managing online currency world, helps in diagnosis of various critical diseases, and producing the accurate results in brain injuries or strokes, helps in scientific research areas by accurately analyzing data obtained from exploring solar system or satellite programs, also used in smoke control systems where it predicts a level of fog and other pollutants in the atmosphere. So you can see they are high-end applications, okay, specialized. So that was about supercomputer. Next after in size is mainframe. Supercomputer से थोड़ा छोटा होता है in terms of size and applications and features is mainframe computer. Mainframe computers are designed to support hundreds of thousands of users simultaneously. They can support multiple programs at the same time, can execute different processes. These features of mainframe computers make them ideal for big organization. कहाँ पे यूज होते हैं mainframe? बेसिकली सर्वर्स बनाने के काम में आते हैं. कहाँ के? बैंकिंग इंडस्ट्री के, ओके, रेलवे इंडस्ट्री, फ्लाइट इंडस्ट्री, many more like that, where data or Sensex, my stock exchanges, we make use of mainframe computers over there. Not to forget, obviously, telecom sectors. So where high-end data processing is required. Mainframe computers are designed to support hundreds of thousands of users simultaneously, and they can support multiple programs at the same time. This means that they can execute different processes simultaneously. These features of mainframe computers can make them ideal for big organizations like banking and telecom sectors. Characteristics I've given you: huge amount of data processing, very long life, can smoothly run for up to 50 years after proper installation, gives excellent performance with large-scale memory management, has the ability to share, distribute the workload, have fewer chances of error or bugs during processing, and has the ability to protect the stored data. So ये सारे features उसको एक classic system बनाते हैं, an app system for servers. Next in size is mini frame or microcomputer. Desktops that you are using at your schools and offices, your colleges or home, yeah, laptops that I'm using, they are all the category of mini computer. Okay, in fact, microcomputer will come into that. Mini computer एक middle range है between mainframe and microcomputer आता है वो जो हमारे desktop से. This is a mid-size multi-processing computers, can support 4 to 200 users on one time. Many frame computers used in institutes and departments such as billing, accounting and inventory management. एक तो PSUs में use होते हैं या एक normal business houses में use होते हैं. As I told you, they lie between mainframe and microcomputer. Mostly books में आपको ये category नहीं मिलेगी. They are lightweight, less expensive than mainframe, very fast compared to its size, remains charged for a long time, does not require controlled operation. तो ये एक develop कर दी गई ये category, ऐसी होती नहीं है. Workstations basically single user systems होते हैं, technical designed for technical scientific applications, perform a specific job with great expertise. और इसमें जो RAM होती है large होती है, high speed graphic adapter card होता है, faster microprocessor होता है. तो बेसिकली जो ये वर्कस्टेशंस होते हैं, दे आर हाई परफॉर्मेंस कंप्यूटर सिस्टम्स डिजाइन फॉर सिंगल यूजर्स, फॉर बिजनेसेस और प्रोफेशनल यूज. लाइक फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में अगर आप बात करो या लाइक एनी मीडिया हाउसेस, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, तो द सिस्टम्स दैट दे आर यूजिंग ओवर देयर, दे आर वर्कस्टेशंस बेसिकली. इवन इन यूनिवर्सिटीज जहाँ पे आपका सारा डेटा सेव होता है, ओके, जहाँ से आपका रिजल्ट जनरेट होता है, दे बेसिकली मेक यूज ऑफ मिनी or let's say workstations computers. They have large storage capacity. Universities, better graphics, more powerful CPUs, CAD/CAM softwares जहाँ पे ज़्यादा use होता है ना, जहाँ पे engineers, graphic designers, interior decorators, architect engineers, they make use of heavy use of these workstations. माइक्रो कंप्यूटर इज अ डे टू डे यूज, पीसीज जो हम लोग घरों पे यूज करते हैं, स्कूल कॉलेजेस में यूज करते हैं, दे आर द कैटेगरी ऑफ माइक्रो कंप्यूटर. माइक्रो कंप्यूटर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज पर्सनल कंप्यूटर. पीसी जनरल पर्पस कंप्यूटर होता है, इंडिविजुअल यूज के लिए होता है, has a microprocessor and CPU, memory storage of optimal size होता है सब. Laptop, desktop are the examples of microcomputers. They are suitable for personal work only, making assignments, watching movie, or doing your work, examination and all. So, okay, microcomputers are smallest in size among all types of computers. Limited number of softwares can be used, designed for personal works, less expensive, easy to use, does not require user to have special skills to use it, and generally come with single semiconductor chip and capable of multitasking, printing, scanning, browsing, watching videos, etc. So that's all according to the classification of computers according to size. Next is classification on the basis of functionality. सर्वर्स फंक्शनैलिटी के बेसिस पे हम बता सकते हैं हमारे कंप्यूटर्स यूज हो सकते हैं एज सर्वर्स, एज वर्क स्टेशंस, इंफॉर्मेशन अप्लायंसेस और एम्बेडेड कंप्यूटर्स. ये 4 कैटेगरीज में हम डिवाइड करते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू फंक्शनैलिटी. सर्वर्स आर नथिंग बट डेडिकेटेड कंप्यूटर्स व्हिच आर सेट अप टू ऑफर सम सर्विसेज टू द क्लाइंट्स. नेटवर्किंग में क्लाइंट सर्वर आर्किटेक्चर में हमारा एक सिस्टम होता है जो सर्वर होता है, बाकी सारे वर्क स्टेशंस होते हैं. Or workstations are those computers designed to primarily to be used by single user at a time. They run multi-user operating system and they are the ones which are used for day-to-day personal work. तो वो workstations कहलाते हैं. Information appliances होते हैं हमारे portable devices which are designed to perform limited set of tasks like basic calculations, playing multimedia, browsing and all. तो मोबाइल डिवाइसेस ज्यादातर हमारे स्मार्टफोन्स ये हमारे इस कैटेगरी में आते हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन अप्लायंसेस की कैटेगरी में. और एम्बेडेड कंप्यूटर्स क्या होते हैं, जो हमारे लाइक आजकल के हाई एंड रेफ्रिजरेटर्स या इंटेलिजी कूल एसीज या इंटेलिजेंट माइक्रोवेव्स जो आ रहे हैं. ओके, so they have their embedded computers chips into it. They are the computing devices which are used in other machines to serve limited set of requirements. आजकल की जो स्मार्ट कार्स आ रही हैं, okay, so they have embedded computers into them. They follow instructions from non-volatile memory and are not required to execute or reboot or reset. Processing units used in such devices work to those basic requirements only and are different from ones that are used in personal computer. Okay, so they are the category of embedded computers. So students, by this I've come to an end of this lecture. Okay, where I have talked about classification of computers in detail. I hope if you watch this video, things would be clear to you and you will be comfortable in answering questions based on classification of computers. Post this viewing of this video, I'll surely share the PDF of it as a notes for you. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.